in separate identities. Life would be relieved of all that is unbearable. It is the curse of mankind that these polar twins should be constantly struggling.
In the autumn of 1888, my friend Henry Jekyll embarked on a series of scientific experiments that he hoped might alter our notions of good and evil. How could I have known that they would transform his soul? And mine as well.
He is beyond help, Henry.
Sir Danvers, he still has a soul. It's good and it's pure, as yours or mine, but he is trapped in a dark and terrible place. Madness is the cruelest of all prisons. There must be a way to help him.
Death will help him, Henry.
My theories convince me there is a better solution.
Your theories are more dangerous than he is. Your colleagues say you are trespassing upon hallowed ground when you experiment with the human mind.
My colleagues are cowards, afraid of what they don't understand. How can we call ourselves civilized? We are not prepared to help him and every wretched soul like him.
I admire your tenacity, Henry, but I question your philosophy. You are a gifted man. Use your gifts wisely.
Lost in the darkness, silence surrounds you. Once there was morning, now endless night. If I could reach you, I'd guide you and teach you to walk from the darkness back into the light. Deep in your silence, please try to hear me. I'll keep you near me till night passes by. I will find the answer. Never desert you. I promise this. To the day that I die. Good night, Father. The nature of the demons that possess man's soul. I need to know why man's content to let them make him less than whole. Why does he revel in murder and madness? What is it makes him be less than he should? Why is he doomed not to reach his potential? His soul is black when he turns his back upon good. I need to find a way to get inside the tortured mind of man. I need to try to separate the good and evil if I can. Why does a wise man take leave of his senses? Where is that fine line where sanity melts? When does intelligence give way to madness? The moment comes when a man becomes something else. I need to know why man plays this strange double game. His hand always close to the flame.
light of day. It's society's mask, it's society's way. And the truth is that it's all a facade.
We hide when the night appears, and what's hiding inside behind all our fears is our true self, locked inside the facade.
Playing the same.
But there's one thing I know, and I know it for sure. This disease that we've got has no any cure, and I'm certain life is terribly hard when your life's up the side. Found you high, I found you cannot tell by looking at the surface what is lurking very deep. See that face now, I'm prepared to bet you what you see is not what you get. This man's a master of deceit. So what is the sin? It's the secret. The lie he will tell you is true.
It's that each man you meet in the street isn't one man, but two.
Everyone you see like him and her anywhere pretends to be a pillar of society. A model of propriety.
Sobriety and piety.
He shudders at the thought of notoriety. Ladies and gents here before you, stronger than ever admits. Have sacred looks, sinners and crooks in your grave.
There are killers who preach.
There are teachers who lie.
There are liars who teach.
Take your pick, dear, 'cause it's all a facade.
You seem to be rich and have money to burn. Though it's a bitch spending more than you earn. That's the game to give.
And the name is facade. One or two, I will kind of well-to-do. But I bet your precious few have paid for them like you.
I'm inclined to think
They say other half is blind. Would be surprised to find they're only come. At the end of the day, they don't mean what they say. They don't say what they mean. They don't tell what they mean. And the answer is it's all a facade. Man is not the truth. He is evil and good. When he wants to fight life, he don't possibly good. It's a nightmare we can never What's behind the facade? Behind the facade.
The Board of Governors of St. Jude's Hospital is now met. Sir Danvers Carew, KBE, Chairman. The Right Honourable Sir Archibald Croops, QC. Lord Savage. General Lord Glossop. Lady Beaconsfield. His Grace the Bishop of Basingstoke. The order of business will be conducted by the Secretary to the Board of Governors, Sir Simon Stride.
Let's get on with it.
Proposal number 929, presented by Dr. Henry Jekyll.
What?
Order. The chairman will address the board.
My friends, as governors of St. Jude's Hospital, I'm sure we're all well aware of the highly controversial nature of Dr. Jekyll's research. However, our respect for his work and reputation demand that he be given a proper hearing, and that we now happily accord him.
I won't happily call that man anything.
Bessie!
Distinguished governors, I have glimpsed the future, seen miracles that stun the mind, marvels only science can find to shape tomorrow for mankind, and I can show them to you, if you wish me to. Friends, you are aware there are two sides to each of us, good and evil, compassion and hate. If we could extract all the evil from each of us, think of the world that we could create, a world without hatred or violence or strife, where man wouldn't kill anymore, a world of compassion where passion for life outweigh the violence of war. Close to finding the key to duality, chemical formula which could and would alter the patterns of man's personality, driving him either to evil or good. Weigh the potential, the great possibilities. Colleagues, dear friends, understand. We have a chance to make history here in our hand.
Dr. Jekyll, may we please dispense with the niceties and proceed to the matter at hand?
Of course, Mr. Stride. Please forgive my good manners. Each of us is the embodiment of two distinct and opposing forces, good and evil, struggling for supremacy inside of us. Now, if we could extract that evil, we could control it, will ultimately eliminate it from mankind. My experiments have convinced me that the day this separation will be possible, well, it's not far off. But to achieve it, I must be allowed to test my experiment on a living human being.
You mad? And what if you're right, Jekyll, and you do separate good from evil? What happens to the evil?
There are two broken souls in 1,000 asylums, left there to rot for the lack of a plan. In the name of compassion and medical science, and save many lives. If you give me one man.
I tell you now, the church will never sanction it. Sacrilege, lunacy, blasphemy, heresy.
Treading on dangerous ground. In legal terms, I'd say extremely unsound.
All things unchristian, barbaric, and odd. You're playing with fire when you start to play God.
Bishop speaks for all of us when he says you're playing God. There's such a thing as ethics over which you rival shot. You're not the savior, Dr. Jekyll, full stop. But I judge by your behavior, you can't tell the two apart.
Dear Mr. Stride, I'm simply a scientist. I have a code to which I remain true. I don't presume to the stature of moralist. I mean pretensions like that, sir, to you.
Henry, I've always encouraged your enterprise, and I've been hopeful that you would succeed. But in the face of his powerful arguments, I see no choice but for you to concede.
know my fate is yours to choose, but if they win, the world will lose, and I am off this threshold of success. I beg you, governors, you must say yes.
Look at Jekyll, top of your list, he said he'd be the hospital here to save the life.
Do you think we would let you play havoc with all of my principles, coalition strides? Do you expect us to compromise all that we stand for, indulging your dangerous games? How many rules must we break for your dubious ends?
Can't you see I am not playing games? Just give me the opportunity.
This'll be too bizarre! Open up your eyes and see this man has gone too far.
Unless you listen to me.
But don't say, man, can't you see you're on your own?
Fools, you fools! God, yes, you if I ever needed further justification for my work, gentlemen, you have just provided it. Just look at what has happened here. It's over in a touch of beer. It's called a crystal clear. Look at you all. Our doctor side is breaking rules. It's now in me and you. That all man can do must be controlled. I beg of you, I'll show you all. It can be done. Here is a chance to take charge of our fate. Deep down, you must know tomorrow's too late. One truth of life that you cannot rearrange. The only thing constant is change. The only thing constant is change.
Distinguished governors, your verdict, please. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, nay.
Nay, 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 nay.
Positively, absolutely.
Third and first.
Abstain.
By 6 votes to none, with 1 abstention, proposal 929 is rejected. Thank you for your time, Dr. Jekyll.
Who wants to take me to lunch? Bessie?
I had enough mental battling for one day, Teddy, without listening to you.
I am truly sorry, Henry, but I did try to warn you.
They think you're quite mad.
They're hypocrites, John. Every last one of them.
Yes, but they're powerful hypocrites. You should exercise greater caution.
I can't afford caution. How can I continue on when they can block each step I take?
Henry, you have come this far. Remember what you have at stake.
John, I know I'm right. I have let my vision guide me. I'm so weary of this fight. There's so little left inside of me.
If you know that you are right, then you've got to see it through. You've got to see it through.
7 years ago, I started out on this alone, and it's alone I'll see it through till its conclusion. Who are they to judge what I am doing? They know nothing of the endless possibilities I see. It's ludicrous, I'm bound by their decision.
Seems vision is a word they've never heard.
If it mattered less, I treat it with derision. It's absurd.
And yet the fact remains, those bastards hold the reins.
army would learn him a good flogging. He's lucky he's living in modern times. Today's penalties for heresy are not what they should be.
Well, we're lucky we have you to represent our modern times, Your Grace.
I think Jekyll overdoes all this stuff about helping the poor. I lived in St. James' Army Line. Damned if I've ever seen any poor people.
I think he's mad if he must now. Sir Danvers,
Yes.
we're talking about your future son-in-law, and I think you're mad to allow him to marry your daughter. That's not Father's decision, Lady Beaconsfield. It's mine.
Yes, regardless of your views on him as a scientist, Emma assures me that Henry Jekyll is impeccable husband material.
It's less than impeccable to be late for one's own engagement party. It shows remarkable act of style. Comments on style, madam, should not be made by those who have none.
Good. Now, Jekyll and I can drown our respective stars in Mr. Dapper's drink.
My dear Simon, you're so gracious to wish Emma and Henry both well.
Dear Sir Danvers, as you know, sir, I wish Emma the sun and the moon, but I have to confess that I'd like to see Henry Jekyll in hell. Emma Carew, can this be you? What kind of man is this you've taken? Can you not see the kind of life that this will be? You are mistaken. Time to awaken before it's too late. Before you forever determine your fate.
But Simon, you knew I had to be free. What I choose to do is decided by me. From the day my mother died, my father, full of good intentions, treated me as though I were a young child. Maybe his idea was just to wait until I grew up and then look at me and hope that I'd be heard. It's easy to accept that from a father. He'd rather things remain the way they were. But when it comes to marriage, I must pick whom I prefer. I am not the weak young thing you're seeking, Simon. Someone 17, obedient and sweet. I am not the protege to waste your time on. I'm complete. In Henry's eyes I see what I am meant to be.
Devil, you have robbed us of London's most lovely girl. I could turn to drink when I stop to think Emma's marrying a doctor instead of an earl. Poor girl.
Dr. Jekyll, may I be the first to wish you and your bride to be peace and prosperity.
Mr. Stride, it's most civil of you to say that as you do with such patent sincerity.
Ah, the late Henry Jekyll.
Sir Danvers, please forgive me.
Nothing to forgive, my dear boy. I am, rather, thinking of arranging the wedding for a day after, so you two will appear to be on time.
Sir Danvers, my lords, ladies, and gentlemen, to the intolerably happy couple, Henry, may all your research result in discoveries as wonderful as this one. Emma and Henry.
Emma and Henry.
Miss Carew.
Dr. Jekyll, I'm happy you're here.
Well, I try never to miss a social occasion attended by Lady Beaconsfield. Is there a Lord Beaconsfield?
He died 30 years ago.
Oh, a sensible fellow.
Henry, I sometimes wish you could be as diplomatic as you were outspoken.
I'll be outspoken if you'll be diplomatic. If you were to have presented my case to the board this afternoon, I would have gotten what I wanted.
You'll get what you want in the end, Henry. You always do.
I don't have a choice. I must go on with the work I'm committed to. How can I not when my theories are true? And I will prove if I'm ever permitted to. Things are not wrong just because they are new.
Henry, I adore you. Always have done, always will do. And your dreams are mine. I will always understand, however hard the path you planned, our lives will intertwine.
Who knows where my work will lead me?
Nowhere where you will not need me.
Oh, please, I beg you, heed me.
Just don't leave me on my own.
Only thing to fear is the unknown.
When this all began, we knew there'd be a price to pay. Too late now to turn away. We have come too far. I know we'll find a way.
Sometimes I see past the horizon, sure of my way, where I am going. But where's the prize? I have my eyes on where there is just no knowing, and when despair tears me in two, who can I turn to but you? You know who I am. Take me as I am.
Look in my eyes. Who do you see there? Someone you know, or just a stranger? If you are wise, you will see me there. Love is the only danger. Love meaning me, love meaning you. We'll make that one dream come true. You know who I am. Take me as I am.
No fate won't always do what we desire. Still we can set the world on fire. Give me your hand, give me your heart. Swear to me we'll never part. You know who I am. This is who I am.
Take me as
Sir Thomas, thank you so much for everything. 6 weeks till the wedding. Well, they'll be the longest of my life.
I must tell you, Dr. Jekyll, your half hour with the Board of Governors this afternoon is the longest of mine.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. But I must stand by what I believe.
Even if it means antagonizing the established authority in the process.
Especially then. And your friends are not the established authority, sir. Merely the established prejudice.
I want to be proud of you, Henry.
Listen to me. Good night, Major.
Good night, my devil.
Emma, at times I find it very hard to tolerate Henry's behavior.
tolerate it, Father. He's marrying me, not you.
Emma, don't you understand? It's you that I'm concerned for.
Father, don't be. You should be concerned for him. He's the one in need.
I am trying to protect you. What else would you have your father do? I think I would die if any harm should come to you. I'm scared, my child, because I'm going to lose you. I find it very hard to let you go.
Father, if you tried to, you could never lose me. Darling Father, I still love you more than you will ever know. But if we want our love to grow,
I know in time I'll have to let you go. We mustn't be afraid of letting go.
I gotta get down.
Well, I for one am glad for some sense of order. I prefer to believe that man is basically good. Every moral man believes that.
I don't believe it.
As your lawyer, Henry, it is my duty to inform you. You're playing a very dangerous game.
And as your Dr. John, it is my duty to inform you. I need a very large drink.
It is a lovely looking pair, gentlemen, I must say. Welcome to the Red Rat. Show's about to start. My name's Nellie. Have a drink, look around. Find something you fancy.
This is hardly a respectable place, Henry.
I've had more respectability at the table one night, John. Besides, it's my bachelor night. You're supposed to give me a party.
I could be the party you're supposed to give you, Henry.
He meant a bachelor party.
Most of my parties are bachelors.
Come on, John. One drink. Where's your sense of adventure?
He's right, John. Good for you, Henry.
John, perhaps I can find a subject here. A volunteer for the experiment.
I suspect this place has volunteers for all sorts of experiments.
You got that right, dear? Come on, Henry. Follow me.
This is dangerous, Henry.
I'm feeling dangerous.
So let's bring drive a man right off his head. It's easy. So many men, so little time. I want them all. Is that cruel?
No!
I don't know why they say that I'm too easy. They make me laugh, they make me cry, they make me sick, so God knows why. We say bring on the men, let the fun begin. A little touch of sin, I wait another minute. Step this way, it's time for us to play. They say we may not pass this way again, so let's waste no more time with another minute. They break your heart, they steal your soul, take you apart, and yet they somehow make you whole. So what's the game? I suppose the rose by any other name, the perfume and the prick's the same. I like to have a man for breakfast each day. I'm very social and I like it that way. I late mid-morning, I eat something too much. So I have over 2 men for lunch. And men are mad about my afternoon teas. They're quite informal, I just do it to please. Those triple sandwiches are my favorite ones. I'm also very partial to buns. My healthy appetite gets strongest at night. My at-home dinners are my men friends' delight. When I invite the fellas over to dine, they all come early, in bed by 9. So let's bring on the men, let the fun begin. A little touch of sin, why wait another minute? Step this way, it's time for us to play. Say we may not pass this way again, so let's waste no more time. Bring on the men. Watch out. Spiders in an evil mood. Why should tonight be different? Oh, dear.
Yes, sir.
It's not every day me friends and I as gents like you dropping in. Got a name, blue eyes?
Henry,
Well, Henry, aren't you going to ask me what I'm doing in a place like this?
actually, I was wondering.
Actually, I'm in between engagements at the Royal Albert Hall. So this is your lucky night.
Oh, no, I've had quite enough of one.
Oh, come on.
No, actually, it's getting quite late. I really should be going.
What a shame. If you only knew the games we could play.
You ever need a friend?
Dr. Henry Jekyll, 46 Foley Street.
A little less socializing and a little more soliciting might prove more profitable for us both, Lucy.
I do my best, sir.
No, Lucy! Your best would have resulted in a satisfied customer. I do not give lodgings and a responsible position to girls who sit around hobnobbing and drinking gin. That will cost you 60% of your week's earnings instead of 50, Lucy.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Fortunately, I'm in a good mood tonight. I will come to you at midnight for my pleasures.
Yes, sir. Dr. Henry Jekyll, 46 Valley Street. If any time you never know, need a friend.
What a night. Well, I must say, you're in a much better mood, Henry.
It's because I've made up my mind, John. You know who I must use for the experiment?
Not her.
No, not her. I'm working late tonight, John.
Careful, Henry. You've got a lot to lose. Think of the consequences.
All I thought about were the consequences. I'd never accomplish anything.
I'm going home.
John, remember my father. Before. His mind and spirit were extremely strong.
Yes, he was the finest man I ever knew.
And I must do it for his sake.
To what?
Good night, John. And be careful. Hyde Park can be dangerous tonight.
So can you. Be careful, Henry. For God's sake, go straight to bed.
No, there is no choice. I must put aside the fear I feel inside. There is no place to hide. So it comes to this one great golden chance that only I can take. Everything I've worked for is at stake. Make the mark that only I can make. This is the moment, this is the day, when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into here and now to stay. This is the moment, this is the time, when the momentum and the moment are in a rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance, and I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment, all I've done, all of the dreaming, scheming and screaming become one. This is the day, see it sparkle and shine, when all I've lived for becomes mine. For all these years I walked the world alone, 6 p.m. I've started this alone. I must finish it alone. No, I must use myself as the subject for the experiment. I must be wise. I must try to analyze each change in me, everything I see. How will it be? Will I see the world through different eyes? Like a warning light, shimmering in red, like crimson bloodshed, glimmering in red, beautiful and strange. See the colors change before my eyes. See how they dance and they sparkle like diamonds at night, leading me out of the darkness into the light. p.m. It is done. I have injected myself with 13 centiliters out of the newly fused formula. Slight feeling of euphoria. My tenderness. No noticeable behavioral differences. Now the die is cast. Nothing left to do. Time alone can prove my theories true. Show the world. Dear God, what is this? Something is happening. I can explain. Something inside me, a breathtaking pain that mars, consumes me, drives me insane. Suddenly, uncontrolled, something is shaking. Suddenly, agony, filling me, killing me. All the breath, what is this? Is this death? Suddenly, look at me, what is this creature that I see before me? Free. Feeling of power and pride under the cold. I feel alive when this feeling of power and pride making me go. I am alive, like the night of the secret, sinister dark as I know. I don't know what I see yet. I see it alone. What is up? That's a pride. Never have I felt so alive. There is no battle I couldn't survive. Feeling like this, feeling alive, like the moon in enigma. Sinister dark and unknown. Stigma, but blazing with light. It's a feeling of being alive. Such a feeling of evil inside. It's a truth that cannot be denied. It's a feeling of breathing and Wait, what's this? Sweetness, last I found you here. This, sweet miss. I've run you to ground, my dear.
Dr. Jekyll has given me the strictest instructions that he's not to be disturbed at the moment. May I take a message?
Just remind him that there is more to his life than his work. Myself, for example.
A very valid argument, if I may say so, miss.
He won't see me, John. It's been 5 days now. I'm getting worried.
I am too, Emma. But you know Henry.
John, I said I'm worried.
Speak to her.
Mr. Utterson, as you know, I am completely devoted to Dr. Jekyll, and I do not wish to judge him uncharitably, but there are certain extraordinary circumstances I feel I must inform you of. Dr. Jekyll has been locked in his laboratory for nearly a week. He instructed me not to disturb him for any reason and to leave all of his meals outside the door.
You have not seen nor spoken to him at all during this time?
No, sir, not once.
Come, well, it's all right. You'll hardly be disloyal in telling me.
Yes, sir. Last night I took him his tray as usual when I noticed that yesterday's meal had not been touched. And from inside I heard these noises, the strangest noises, and a voice I did not recognize, crying out for some sort of medicine.
Poor. I need you to go to visit the apothecary immediately and get these chemicals. Now, Poor, go!
Henry, what in the devil's name happened to you? You look like the wrath of God.
John, I don't need you to turn on me as well. More than ever now, I need a friend. Can't you see and don't you know I've been through hell? Don't judge what you cannot comprehend.
Henry, I'm not questioning your motives here, but is what you are seeking worth the price? You've turned your back on everything you once held dear. You're choosing to ignore your friend's advice. You have your work and nothing more. You are obsessed. What is your demon? You've never been this way before. You lost the fire you built your dream on. There's something strange, there's something wrong. I see a change. It's like when hope dies. I who have known you for so long, I see the pain in your eyes. There was a time in your life, no one lived the way that you did. You had a plan, you found a wife, you saw the world as very few. You had it all, the only all. You seemed to know just what to live for, but now it seems you don't at all.
Father, you know Henry won't just walk away. The only way he knows is straight ahead.
Emma, you've not heard a single word I've said. My fear is he's in over his head. He could lose control, and that I dread. There has been talk, they say he's gone too far. He's locked himself away in his own world, pursuing this insanity.
Is his work?
It's more than work. He is obsessed. The man is driven.
Just give him time. I ask no more. His work's a crime to be forgiven.
Something strange, unless I'm blind, I see a change of a bizarre kind.
It's not at all. Don't be unkind. The problem's all in your mind.
He has his work, and nothing more. He is obsessed. The man is driven.
Just give him time. I ask no more.
There's something strange, unless I'm blind, I see a change of a bizarre kind.
It's not at all. Don't be unkind. The problem's all in your
A young woman deceived, sir. The kind one cannot mistake. She is without an appointment. I can send her away.
Yes, send her away.
Yes. I don't know how she came upon your visiting card.
Oh, I'll see her.
Yes, sir.
I'm the one you met that night in the pub, remember? Lucia. Lucy Harris.
What do you want here?
Said if I ever needed a friend.
Oh, God.
Pretty, isn't it? And this one, he enjoyed himself doing it too. Things like this happen where I come from. But you don't expect it from a gentleman.
Gentleman. What kind of monster would do such a thing?
I won't forget his name in a hurry. Hyde, he called himself. Edward Hyde.
Why come to me?
You give me a name. I never had someone like you be nice to me.
Why not go to the police?
The police? You're joking. With him being the gent who's going to listen to me. Besides, I'd be afraid of what he might do if he found out. He ain't human. He's a beast. It's not like you at all. Sympathy, tenderness, warm as the summer, are for me the rays.
Take care of yourself, Miss Harris.
Always try.
"'Twas nice of our mutual friend, the spider, to arrange this little rendezvous. Serves as such a pleasant break from my charity work."
As long as you have a good time, Your Grace, it's all that matters to me. I'd ever do it for charity.
It warms my heart to know that love still blossoms in the sewers of London. If it isn't Romeo of the clock and Juliet of the gutter, a truly pretty pair.
How dare you speak to me that way, sir?
How dare Roy! How dare you, sir?
Do you know who I am?
Oh, yes, I know exactly who you are. You're Basil, the 14th Bishop of Basingstoke. You're on the Board of Governors at
Sageman's hospital. And you are an obscene, self-indulgent, malevolent, affectionate
There will now be a 15-minute intermission.